Here's a hard truth that most people won't admit out loud. A lot of people don't actually want success. What they really want is validation. They want that proof, and they want to feel like they matter, and like they're not just ordinary, and like they've done something with their life. And the scary part is, from the outside, that looks exactly like ambition. It looks like drive, it looks like discipline, and it looks like someone who's hungry to win. But really, underneath it, a lot of the time it's insecurity. And insecurity is a powerful fuel. It can push you to work harder than anyone else, and it can also push you to build something impressive. But it can also mess with your head because it's never satisfied. So in this video, I want to talk about the difference between ambition and insecurity, and why so many people chase success for the wrong reasons, and how you can tell whether your ambition is actually building your life or quietly draining it. I think this topic matters more now than ever, because we're living in a world where success is constantly in our faces. You can't really escape it. It's on social media, on podcasts, on YouTube, and it's in adverts. It's even in normal conversations. And it's always that same message: do more, earn more, achieve more, be better, and get ahead. And the thing is, you can have a perfectly decent life and still feel like you're behind, like you're not doing enough, like you're wasting time. And that's where it gets dangerous, because that's not ambition anymore. That's pressure, that's comparison, and that's insecurity creeping in and pretending it's motivation. And if you don't catch it early, you can spend years chasing something that looks like success on the outside, but actually feels empty on the inside. So let me share with you what I think real ambition actually is. Real ambition is quiet, it's not loud, it's not performative, it doesn't need an audience, and real ambition is when you're willing to do the work even when nobody's watching, when nobody's clapping for you, and when nobody even knows what you're doing. It's when you genuinely want to improve your life, not to impress people, but because you want something better for yourself and your family. Now, real ambition is about freedom, it's about that internal growth, and it's about building a life that actually suits you, and I think that's the key difference. Real ambition is internal, it's something you feel, you don't need to show it off, you don't need to prove it, you're just doing it because it matters to you. Now, insecurity is a different thing entirely, but it can look identical from the outside. Insecurity is when you're chasing something because you're trying to escape a feeling. You're trying to escape the feeling of not being good enough, not being respected, or not being taken seriously, not being seen. And insecure ambition usually feels urgent, it feels quite intense, and it feels like pressure, like you're running out of time, and like you have to prove yourself quickly. And the other big sign is this: insecurity needs external feedback. It needs likes, it needs praise, it needs attention, and it needs results. It also needs people saying well done. And the moment that disappears, the motivation disappears with it. And that's why insecurity is such a dangerous fuel. It can take you far, but it'll never let you feel satisfied. Now, this is where it gets a bit controversial, but I honestly believe it. I think a lot of people who are chasing success aren't really chasing success at all. They're chasing identity, they want to become someone, and they want to feel important, and they want to be respected. They want to feel like they've made it, and I'm not judging that, because most of us have felt it. But the problem is, if you chase success for identity, you'll never feel finished, you'll never feel settled, because you're not chasing a goal or a purpose, you're chasing that feeling, and feelings change and they don't stick around. You hit a milestone, you feel amazing for a week, then it fades. Then you need that next milestone, the next goal, the next achievement, and you end up on a treadmill. You're always moving, but you're never really arriving. And that's why you see people who are incredibly successful, but still restless, still stressed, still not at peace, because they've built success, but they haven't built that contentment. Now, I think social media has completely distorted what ambition even means. Because social media rewards image and confidence, it rewards bold statements, and it rewards people who act like they've got everything figured out. And it makes it look like ambition is supposed to be flashy, like it's supposed to look glamorous. But real ambition doesn't look glamorous most of the time. Real ambition looks boring, it's repetitive, it looks like doing the same thing over and over again until you get good at it. It looks like failing quietly and carrying on anyway, and it looks like discipline when nobody's watching. And social media has convinced people that if it isn't visible, it doesn't count. That if it's not posted, it didn't happen. And that is a dangerous mindset, because some of the best work you'll ever do in your life happens quietly behind the scenes. So, how do you actually tell the difference? How do you know if what's driving you is ambition or insecurity? I think the first sign is how you feel when nobody's paying attention. If you only feel motivated when people are watching, that's insecurity. If you feel anxious about what people think, that's insecurity. If you feel guilty when you rest, that's insecurity. And if you constantly feel like you're behind someone else, then that's insecurity. Because real ambition is steady, it's patient, it's calm. It doesn't need to be announced. And another big one is this. If you're ambitious for the right reasons, you can still feel grateful while you're building. But if you're chasing success for the wrong reasons, you can't enjoy anything, and you're always thinking about the next level. I think a lot of people chase success for the wrong reasons, because deep down they're scared. They're scared of being stuck in the same life forever. And again, I get that. I've felt that and I've been there. But the world feeds that fear constantly. Everything around us is designed to make you feel like you're not enough yet. And what happens is people start living life like it's a scoreboard, like it's a competition, and like you've got to prove you're winning. And the sad part is, a lot of people aren't even chasing their own dreams. They're chasing someone else's version of success. And that version that looks good online, the version that impresses strangers. And if you chase the wrong dream, you'll build the wrong life. You can build something that looks impressive but feels hollow. Healthy ambition should feel grounded. It should feel like direction, not desperation. It should feel like you're moving forward, but without that feeling like you're constantly running. And healthy ambition should still leave space for your family, for your health, for your mental well-being, and for enjoying the present moment. Because here's the truth. The goal is not just success. The goal is peace. There's no point achieving everything you said you wanted to if you're too stressed to enjoy it. And there's no point being admired if you're constantly anxious. Now, the best kind of ambition is the kind that improves your life without making your life heavier. So, here are 3 questions that I think everyone should ask themselves. The first one is, if nobody could see my progress, would I still want this? The second one is, if this goal never made me respected or admired, would I still chase it? And the third one is, am I building this because I genuinely want the life it will create, or am I building it because I want people to finally take me seriously? Those are the uncomfortable questions, but they tell you the truth. And if you're honest with yourself, you'll know straight away whether your ambition is healthy or whether it's coming from insecurity. And I'll be honest, I've been on both sides of this. I've had times where my ambition has been healthy, where it's been about growth and purpose and building something meaningful. But I've also had lots of times where I've wanted to prove myself, where I've wanted to feel like I mattered, where I've wanted to show people I could actually do something big. And I think that's human. But the older I get, the more I realise the most powerful ambition is not loud ambition, it's quiet ambition. It's the kind of ambition that doesn't need approval, it doesn't need attention, it just quietly builds. And that is what I'm trying to focus on now, building something that feels right, not just something that looks impressive. So, if you're ambitious, please don't stop being ambitious because it's a gift. But make sure you're chasing the right thing. Make sure you're building your life, not just building your ego. And make sure you're chasing freedom, not attention. Because the world doesn't care as much as you think it does. People move on, people forget, and the likes disappear, and that applause fades. But you still have to live inside your own head. And the real win in life is not being admired. The real win is waking up and feeling proud of the life you're building. Proud of who you're becoming, and being able to enjoy it without constantly feeling like you need more. So, that is the difference between ambition and insecurity. Ambition is calm, insecurity is hungry. But ambition builds your life, insecurity builds your image. And from the outside they can look exactly the same. But the way it feels on the inside is completely different. Now, if you've watched this video and recognise yourself in any part of it, please don't beat yourself up. Most of us have been there. And the important thing is being honest about what is really driving you. Because once you understand that, you can start building a life that feels right, not just one that looks good. So in next week's video is going to follow on from this, and I'm going to talk about what healthy ambition actually looks like in real life, how to build it properly, and how to stay consistent without burning yourself out. So if you want to see that one, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. It really does help the channel. And I genuinely love to hear from you. So please do leave a comment below with your ambition right now. What are you working towards? And what do you think is driving it? I read all the comments and I will reply. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next week.